What's up, Saunders? I hope you are doing super awesome. I am the marketing nomad. My name is Prit. I'm talking to you all the way from Bangalore at the moment. I am an entrepreneur. I'm a digital nomad. I am a business owner. I'm a podcaster. I'm a YouTuber, and I'm a content creator as well. So today, as in 9 a.m. EST, I will be answering your questions on whatever it is that you may have, either about my journey as a digital entrepreneur or even about me. I'll be so happy. So I can't wait to catch you at 9 a.m. EST. I'm going to put a box over here so that you can ask me as many questions as possible. Excited to chat with you, all right? So catch you in a few hours. Hey Saunders, happy Friday. I hope you are doing super awesome. Alrighty, I feel like we have so much to chat about today. A little bit about what you can expect from today's story takeover. So I'll be showing you a little bit of the behind the scenes of my life as a digital entrepreneur. Not just that, I will also be answering any and all questions that you may have for me about anything. Alright, so I've already put a question box, but feel free to DM me with any questions that you may have, any follow-up questions with any of the stories that I'll be posting as well. And I am super excited to get into this. Let's go. Okay, super awesome question, and I think it's a great way to start this entire story takeover. Okay, so as a child, during my dining table conversations with my parents, they were always talking about starting a business together. All right, so this was during the ages of 7 all the way up until I think I was 11 or 12. And when other kids, they wanted to be a teacher or a doctor, I always used to say, I'm going to be a CEO someday. And I think it was just me as a child trying to emulate my parents, and it was a very innocent way of looking at it. Over the years, of course, now my parents are, successful entrepreneurs. They're CEOs of their own company. Over the years, I realized that the entrepreneurship journey is about making a difference to the people around you. And I realized that I did want to do that in something that I was super passionate about. And that's when I knew I was going to do this someday. So when you're starting out, you don't have to have all your ducks in a row. You don't need to know what you're gonna do or how you're gonna go about it or what's gonna happen. No, I'm telling you that's not important. What is super important is that you know 1001% that you are super passionate about the idea that you have and that you are going to see it through regardless of whether it is a success or a failure. This journey is hard. I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you. And every single day, you are going to be asking yourself, why am I doing this? And you need to have an answer to yourself every single time you ask that question, every single time things get hard. And not just that, with every one person who is supportive of your journey, you're going to have 100 people looking at you with full of doubt. And you need to be able to stand up confidently and say, no, I'm going to see this through. I'm super passionate about this, and I know that I'm going to work this through. Okay, this is a super cute question. All right, my favorite thing about being an entrepreneur, I think it's that sense of fulfillment that I feel each day. That, I'm making a difference somewhere to a small business somewhere in the world. And I get to do something that I love doing, and I'm helping, businesses at the same time. And, for those of you who don't know, I actually give free marketing tips on my podcast to help small businesses across the world. It was recently ranked top 100 in marketing for India. Yeah, so, whether it is client work or podcasting or, the Instagram quick tips that I do have, there is a sense of fulfillment at the end of the day that, yes, I'm doing something that's making a difference to someone out there. That's my favorite thing. That's absolutely got to be my favorite thing. So my table setup is very simple. This is my bullet journal. This is my pencil box. I've had it since 2003. This was my school in Singapore, so it's very sentimental to me. This is my client file. Every client gets their own file, and then of course
my laptop with my client work on it right now.
Okay, so I just finished an hour of work and I thought that this question was super relevant, so I'm gonna answer it right now. So for me personally, I find it hard to switch off from thinking about my business. I'm always thinking about like the next goal to hit or the next innovative campaign that I want to run, or what's going wrong at the moment and how to fix it, or what's going right and how to continue keeping it right. All of those things. There's just a lot of things going on in my mind at all times. So I personally have to intentionally take time to relax and stop thinking about my business and take a break. Otherwise, I get burned out. So for me, it's a very intentional time that I actually put on my calendar, guys. It's that intentional. I take time, I put the break, I write whatever activity I'm planning for that time, and that has really helped me because I used to struggle with taking time to relax, and just putting it on my calendar, on my work calendar, has really helped. Okay, and then to answer your question, all right, there's usually some or the other hobby that I take up, and it's usually a new skill that I'm learning at my own pace. So off late, I have taken up calligraphy. I am terrible at it, guys. Absolutely terrible, but it has been fun just, learning it and stuff like that. So that's basically what I've been doing off late. Every time I have some time to relax, I try. The key word is try. And then what else? I do a little bit of writing my own, just short stories that I write. Other than that, spend time with my family, take some time to just sit down and watch whatever is happening outside, whether it's my lily pond, be near plants, just taking some time for myself and just to relax. Self-care activities also I do, yeah. Okay, great question. So this is like a flashback to my time at RIT. So it's the first week of my MBA program, and I'm in my first marketing class, and there's Professor Lori Dwyer up, and she's asking like marketing questions and just getting a feel of the class and everything, and I actually knew the answers to her questions, and that absolutely surprised me because I don't have any marketing background. At least at that point I didn't. I had an engineering degree. I was fresh out of engineering school, and well, I didn't know head or tail of marketing, and it turns out that all my life I had actually paid attention to marketing strategies of different brands, but I just didn't know it was marketing. So it was in that moment, that was a very defining moment in my life and my career, and I even can picture the dress that I was wearing that particular moment. So yeah, it was that moment that I decided. So I know that this is the question that you are waiting for, and I'm going to get to answering it. It's going to take a while for me to complete the story, but it's a good one, I promise, okay? So my entrepreneurial journey started from a place of pain, extreme pain, all right? And here's where the story started. It's 2019. I have finished my MBA program. I've worked for a year at a top solar firm in New York. Great life, great, friends around me, great coworkers, great job. I am at the peak, and I'm just super, super happy with my life. And I found out that my work visa had not been picked by the lottery, which meant I had to come back to India, leave all my friends, leave my job, start over from scratch. And I was absolutely devastated. Like, it was gut-wrenching pain that I felt during that time. And here's the thing, okay? There is a certain perception. I'm not saying if it's right or wrong. I'm just saying that the perception exists that you need to be in a certain country or a certain location to be successful, all right? And because of this perception, I could feel everyone's eyes on me, people whispering behind my back, how is she going to be successful now? How is she going to make it in life? Or some of the better things that I heard were, oh, she's done for. And I think that it was in that extreme pain, that frustration, that anger that was building up, that I said, you know what? Regardless of where I am in the world, I am going to be successful. period. And I'm gonna find my way to be successful. So from that, I decided that, okay, I have to start from scratch, all right? I have to start sending out my resumes and whatnot. But what if this is an opportunity? I mean, I did want to start my business 5 years from now, but I'm already starting from scratch now. Why not I start from scratch, try to do something, maybe try for a year, see it through, and if it doesn't work out, then I'll just, go and put my resume on LinkedIn and, get a full-time job somewhere. I think I owe it to myself to try this out. I feel that like there's an opportunity up here. I feel like this happened for a reason. And that's when I started my online business. I said, okay, you know what? I am not going to let any border stop me, whatever it may be. I want to travel. I want to do marketing. I want to help small businesses. All right, so that's a good starting. So that's when I put my profile up on every freelance website I could find. So regardless of where I was in the world, I was going to be earning in USD. That was my priority, all right? So then also I was thinking, okay, travel, marketing, these are two things that are important to me and I want to incorporate in my business in the future, even though at the moment, probably I'm not gonna travel. All right, so travel, marketing, nomad, marketing, the marketing nomad. That's how the name actually came to be. And that became my online identity. And before I could step into India, on September 1st, 2019, I had already one client from all of these freelance websites, and over the course of the next 12 months, I started building a steady income in USD, even though I was in India at the moment. And once I built that steady income, so a year in, with all my freelance jobs, I realized, yes, it is time for me to make the switch to marketing strategy consulting. And because consulting is a whole different field, okay? You need a company behind you to back you. No one's going to take you seriously if you don't have a company, especially when it comes to strategy consulting. It's pretty big. It's pretty big. So that's when I realized, okay, I'm making steady income. I'm doing pretty well. I think this can do much, much better. Let's set up the company. So I'm in India. This is in the middle of a pandemic. I set up my company in Delaware, USA, and I have not looked back ever since. It has been quite the ride. It has been amazing in so many different ways. And hold on, let me tell you about my online endeavors. Hold on. So as a marketer, when I started freelancing, I knew the power of social media. I knew that I had to be on social media and that the freelance websites were not going to be enough if I wanted to reach the level of success that I had envisioned for myself. So with my pseudonym, The Marketing Nomad, I positioned myself as an expert who gave marketing, business, and mindset tips. All right, so I started on Instagram, slowly, added in YouTube to my collection, and then YouTube over time, that became my vlogging platform because I realized that people also wanted to see my life as a digital entrepreneur. Slowly, I added podcast to my mix as well. And, I started giving tips on podcast as well. And basically, each and every platform of mine was working towards my mission of empowering small business owners. Entrepreneurship in general, and I definitely do hope to see many more entrepreneurs coming out of RIT Saunders. Other than that, if you want to talk to me, you want to chat with me about entrepreneurship or ask me more questions about my life, my journey so far, or you just want to say hi, definitely do reach out to me at The Marketing Nomad. It is my Instagram page. I'll also leave a few links around your bio on The Marketing Nomad, and you'll find a plethora of other options to contact me or find me on other platforms. Thank you so much for tuning in all the way up until here. Until next time.